Hello everybody and welcome to another video. Today's one we're putting a lot of our heart and soul into because we're going around Paris, especially for you guys. So we're going to be heading to some of my favorite places and I think the most beautiful places to see if you're coming to visit Paris, and we will be taking you around to show you one by one and maybe to even give you a little bit of kind of our tips for these spots. So let's start. Okay, a little bit of Parisian perspective from the car. You will for sure notice that Paris is full of beautiful architecture, which I think I've kind of briefly mentioned this actually in one of my videos. Like from many avenues you can even see Sacré-Cœur, like we can see ahead, and that is exactly where we're heading. We're heading to Montmartre. One thing I also think I mentioned in one of my recent videos, the reason why the architecture in Paris is really one of the most incredible in the world is because in the Second World War it was not touched. They did not have to kind of rebuild, but it was like that before because Charles de Gaulle at that time kind of made the pact not to touch Paris. So it's really beautiful like to see, and I think that's especially a reason why Americans, when they come to Paris, they can see this and look at it in a completely different eyes. For us Europeans, we're a little bit spoiled because we have also all the beauties of Italy, all the beauties in Netherlands, and in more like Gothic cities as well as in Bavaria. Around, so the mask is off for a moment. We arrive now at Montmartre. Behind me, which you can't see at the moment because probably I'm in focus, is Sacré-Cœur, or the Church of Holy Heart, but it's over there, and I just wanted to show you from this angle because this is on the corner of Rue de la Bonne and Rue Le Marc. This is really hard to say. This is a beautiful spot actually for some pictures, but also just to see it in its majestic way. So let's start like that and then let's go and see it from a little bit closer up. Okay, now we're gonna have some fun around Montmartre. Like feel free to explore, enjoy, be a tourist, but also be very careful about your belongings. So there are a few pickpockets here. And this is so beautiful. It is a square full of artists. There are some cafes, and it's called Place du something, Tertre, I don't know. But it's a really beautiful place. It feels very bohemian, very cute, but once again, be very careful with your stuff. If you ask me of all the sites in Paris, what is my one favorite, it would have to be the Church of Holy Heart. I think it's so majestic. You often cannot hear me when I speak with a mask, so I think it's so beautiful. I don't know how the light is here because we are having sun coming from the background, but you need to see this panoramic view from the bottom of the stairs at Sacré-Cœur. I'm gonna put the mask back on because it's quite crowded here, but I will show you from my point of view. Okay, so you might be wondering what can you see from here? It's actually quite a lot. So over there to the right, you can see the opera, you can see a little bit of Orsay, Louvre, then behind it is Montparnasse building, then you can see in that direction is Marais, Notre Dame, the more modern part of the city. A little curiosity over here is the famous sunken building, which is not really sunken at all, but mostly people film it from this perspective or take a picture from this perspective, so it looks like it's very crooked, but of course that's not the case. It's just a hill. So guys, not to ever miss my fashion aspect of each video, how do you like these Louis Vuitton shoes? I'm wearing them with the short little black socks. I'm actually trying to find a really cool Prada socks. They've been sold out everywhere. Got my Bottega little bag, as you guys know, my pouch. I love it so much. And this is my go-to look. If I can recommend one thing, that would be to go to the top of Sacré-Cœur. The clouds are so fast today, so if you look at it, it looks like the building is going to fall on top of you. I went once on top. I'm not going to do that today, but I really, really strongly recommend it. The only thing you have to make sure is to have some cash on you because you have to buy it.
The moment when you might start thinking you're in a Woody Allen movie.
And here we go, very close to Sacré-Cœur, this house that I'm sure you have seen many, many times on Instagram. It's really beautiful. It's a cafe, pink on the corner with green windows, and I really love it. Moulin Rouge is very close to Sacré-Cœur. Actually, it's kind of walking distance. You just kind of go on top of Moulin Rouge. That's where Sacré-Cœur is. So we're gonna head there now. We're not gonna really stop. I'll show you briefly from the car. But also, like I said, not to lose the fashion aspect, which is what my videos are about. The other day I went to Uniqlo and I bought these turtlenecks that are the best thing that I got. They're warm, they're classic, they're chic, they're easy. I will link below the ones that I got. I got like 4 different colors and I really, really love them. I'm just wearing mine today with this Misoma necklace, which I will also link below. And this little Chinko, I think it's called, or Cinco ring. So yeah, of course, beloved Stella blazer. That's like the best thing ever. And also this morning I was checking out Louise Via Roma and they got so many pieces from Bottega. This is not, by the way, sponsored or anything like that, but I think that Louise Via Roma got so many amazing things for autumn, winter. My favorite thing that I got so far that I have to say makes every outfit work perfectly, and I'll insert it here, are the Saint Laurent boots. So far I also only got them on Louise Via Roma. That's why I remembered to say that. Like I said, not sponsored, just a genuine recommendation because it is really a great product, and every time I wear these boots they totally make every look pop. So yeah, check it out while it's still there. And here we go, on the left side there you can see Moulin Rouge. This area is not something that I would stop. Just wanted to show it to you. Now I took you to Palais Royal. You have seen this place because I live literally over there somewhere. I really love this place. It's very loud. It's always full of children and people, so it's not the easiest place to come if you want to like create a lot of content. But I think it's beautiful. It's worth seeing. It's in the first arrondissement and it's very, very close to Louvre. But if you come here, you also have to see the Jardin de Palais Royal, which I will bring you to it now.
They are doing, I believe, a stage here because very often they do like some kind of TV programs, filming, etc. But if you walk past these columns, you enter the garden, which is so beautiful with the centerpiece fountain. And I don't know if you guys are watching Emily in Paris, but this is where she meets Mindy in the first episode or second, I'm not sure. And I was here quite a few times when they were like filming stuff. So yeah, there are 3 parks that I really love in Paris. I would say Jardin de Luxembourg, I would say Palais Royal, and I would say Jardin de Tuileries. But I also love the Parc Monceau, though it's very more local, and this is more, these 3 are a bit more picturesque. This is the iconic fountain. It's so beautiful here. My absolute favorite coffee in whole of Paris is here, and it's Café Kitsune. There are 3 in town. There's one at Rivoli, one here, and one close to Louvre. So those are the 3 ones that I know. You exit Palais Royal towards Louvre, you will find this cafe here. I really love it also for like a little snack, a drink, a catch up with friends. I think it's quite chic and very Parisian.
Okay guys, it's not a surprise that I'm gonna bring you to probably one of the most visited touristic places in Paris, which is Louvre. The big pyramid, the little pyramids, the mix of modern and old, and some of my actually favorite spots are around here. So if you don't really want to go and see the Da Vinci's Mona Lisa, then you can just have a little walk down there and go to the Jardin de Tuileries, which is, like I said, one of my favorite parks. Over there you also have one of my favorite restaurants in Paris, which is called Lulu. It's a little bit more evening-ish, a little bit more fancy, but I really, really love it. They have the best truffle pizza, so if you do come to Paris and you're around here, go to Lulu, have the truffle pizza, thank me later, and have a walk around. I think it's beautiful.
We're driving alongside the Boulevard Haussmann. Do you say Haussmann?
Yes,
Haussmann, Boulevard Haussmann. And it is such a pleasure to show you this place, which is a chocolatier, like a chocolate shop called a Chat Bleu. Probably something like that. And if you guys check it out on Instagram, which is what I did, but my lovely driver Guillaume recommended me this place, and it's filled with incredible chocolates. Like you're gonna want to eat the chocolates from just looking at them on Instagram. So it's an amazing chocolate place since 1912. Okay guys, you have seen before this place. It's always packed, but ever since the COVID pandemic started, I think it's been a little bit emptier, which is of course one of the rare pluses and positive sides of the pandemic. So let's show you. This always used to be my favorite place to take pictures, but now there's a bit of a wooden thing in the background which is filled with graffiti, so it's not as beautiful as usually. To come in the morning, there's nobody here and it's really beautiful for pictures, but in the evenings it gets very packed, so it's a very, very popular place for sunset. The Eiffel Tower sparkles for 5 minutes on the full hour. And at the back there is Champ de Mars, which are the fields that are specifically beautiful in the summer months for a picnic. I actually have done a vlog here before when I was in Paris with my sister. It was a really, really amazing time. We arrived here around 7 a.m. It was very early in the morning and we managed to capture the best light. But I have millions of pictures in front of the Eiffel Tower. I'll try and insert some here. Eiffel Tower is just always the most beautiful thing to see. And you can see it from so many different places in Paris, including from the airport the moment you land. Paris is getting very cold. No more bare legs. Okay, when Fashion Week finishes, no more bare legs. Now I'm gonna go quickly change and so that we can continue. Okay guys, a little break. We took like an hour and a half break to eat lunch, to transfer all the content, to work on some reels. Let me know what you think about my reels on Instagram. That would be quite useful. I really enjoy doing them actually. I think it's quite a fun way to show different outfits in a short video and kind of, you know, just show also a little bit of personality. I had lunch, which I didn't show you. Ideally, I wanted to insert some of my favorite lunch places in this video, but I didn't get a chance to do that because we just had to eat and we wanted to eat at home, so it had to happen here. So I ordered food from one of my favorite places in Paris called Marcel. It's in Rue Babylone, in case you're wondering. It's an amazing cafe, kind of more like hipster. Avocado toasts, porridge, acai, tacos, nachos, that type of food. Yeah, I changed because I was actually very cold, so I'm wearing another one of my turtlenecks, of my 4 turtlenecks that I got, that I love so much. Jeans. I'm gonna put on probably my Bottega or my Prada boots, a blazer, and that's it, because it's getting quite chilly, like it's winter. I have an event later on this evening and then I have a dinner with friends, so I kind of have to speed it up, but honestly I'm a little bit exhausted, I have to say. Fashion Week is like bam bam bam, full on. If you ask me what other favorite places in Paris I have, my #1 place would be my home, because I love it so much. First of all, I love my area, which is very shopping-y kind of area, but still central, so close to my favorite restaurants. It's close to Kinogawa, close to Lulu, close to Hotel Cost, probably is the closest to Cost of all, and L'Avenue is like less than 10 minutes walk, so it's quite convenient. But besides that, what I love is the big ceilings, the light, the windows. I really love being here. It's my #1 place to spend time when I'm in Paris, and I think loving your home and your environment is so very important, because for me, like, I loved my home as well in England. It was really my place, my favorite place to be, and it's still like a place to go to when I want to have a break. But I think, like, you know, in order to grow, you need to change your environment as well. Besides that, I also wanted to discuss a few favorite shopping areas in Paris. I would say that Saint-Honoré is where I shop the most, also because it's closest to my home. I just managed to find everything there, as you could have seen so far. Montaigne, I shop a little bit less in Montaigne, and then I very rarely, but sometimes also shop at Galeries Lafayette. I pretty much never shop at Printemps, but that's about it, I would say. Also Le Bon Marché, I'm not really a frequent customer at Le Bon Marché. I don't know why, but that's just what it is. It's on the other side of the river. Talking about the 6th arrondissement, I thought I would show you as well that, because it's a beautiful place. Boulevard Saint-Germain is my favorite place to walk around. I rarely ever shop there, but I do love it because there are two iconic cafes, Le Deux Magots and Café de Flore. And the other place that I think would be really great to see would be Place de Vosges or Marais in general. A little outfit change, and here we are on Boulevard Saint-Germain. It's very loud, so I have to shout. Most incredible people that ever lived in Paris used to come and sit here. Behind me over there is Café de Flore. I am currently waiting to take a picture. You might want to come here to take a picture because I love pictures here. I love taking pictures here. I've done it in the past and I'm gonna do one now as well. Right next to it is the Louis Vuitton store where I managed to get a lot of things whenever I'm searching for some kind of like difficult to get pieces. In front is Le Deux Magots, where I love the hot chocolate and a croissant. So if you want to have like an easy breakfast, I suggest coming here. Some people love shopping in Saint-Germain. It's not really a place where I personally go to shop, but they have like everything you need. So it's on the other side of the river from where I live, but it's very, very, very Parisian. I think it's a little bit less touristy than the other side. I think that if you guys come to Saint-Germain, like the most beautiful thing is how you get lost down these little streets. There's so many cafes, so many things, like so much to do. And it's like the most kind of lively place for me in Paris because I love seeing how Parisians do it, and you can see it here the best.
Le Relais de l'Entrecôte is a place where you have a few in Paris, but it's the most famous one for entrecôte. They do this green sauce that is super famous, and there are few in Paris. So if you like entrecôte, make sure to search this place.
The thing is that if I really want to show you all of my favorite things in Paris, I'm gonna need like a week of filming. It's not impossible, but it will be very, very long. And like just the restaurants would be very long. Maybe I need to do a video of just the restaurants, just the sites, just the, you know what I mean? Like it's just the shopping areas. It's Paris is just a city that never stops giving. I think we're not gonna head to Galeries Lafayette because I actually have an event there, so I will show you a little bit there as well, but we're gonna have to not go to Marais today because it's basically impossible. The Boulevard Saint-Germain was so busy that it took us much longer to film here than I thought, just waiting for people to clear out a little bit. Guys, we're now going by Seine, and I could not show you Restaurant Voltaire, Parisian style restaurant. So we're currently on Champs-Élysées and we're heading into the Galeries Lafayette here. I really love this one because they have a lot more contemporary brands that are really cool and trendy, so let's check them out. Where you will find brands like Ulla Johnson, Papa Robin, Isabelle Marant, Jacques Mus, Marine Serre, Regina, Off-White, like a lot of very cool brands, if you ask me. And upstairs they have like more of a luxury version, and the shoe department. I'll have a little quick, fast tour with you guys so you can just have a look. Galeries Lafayette. At the top there you have Arc de Triomphe. I'm gonna find my driver. I'm exhausted from taking you around Paris. And I still have work to do and pizza with my favorites tonight.